Turn on your videos, please. Come. Yes. Come, Ilhan and Zahin. Are you there? Over. We're gonna start. Okay, we have Putri coming in. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. And Akil also. Okay. So we're gonna have a new topic today. The new topic is speed. 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 I do not know whether have you watched the movie Speed. Okay, first of all, Zahin, a video Zahin. First of all, selamat raya to all of you. Maaf Zahir dan Batin, and if I do, please tell me. Putri, you have lots of light coming. You, maybe this is Cahaya Ajila. Okay. Okay. My wife, Karim Salam to all of you, especially Putri, because you are a girl. She's a girl too. Okay, here we go. We're going to start speed. Speed, not spit. Spit is tree. That's spit. What do you call the thing that come out from your mouth? The saliva that come out when you spit is called what? Spittle. Okay, but this is speed. Speed. All right, we'll start with a warm up first. Can we try this? We need to know about time. So let us go. And can we try? Bisa aku buka pintu. Nah. All right. Can you send over your answers either by WhatsApp or by? So speed is very important. Some of you will become pilots, or maybe you will have cars or motorbikes. You need to know all of these. All right. Let us see. Okay, Zahin and Akil so far. Okay, for the first one, can we move on to the next few ones? Come on. All right. Very important speed. Putri, okay. Come, Ilhan. For A, you know. B, okay. Putri, well done. Ilhan, okay, well done. Ilhan. Okay. All this must be basic to you, okay? If this one in B you do not know how to do, just times by 60. You see this one, you times by 60, you get right. You can times by 60. Divide by 2, you get 30. So this 30 minutes. So do the same thing for the rest if you want to, no problem. Okay, come. This one now very easy. You can just divide by 60. You will get a fraction. Minutes to hours divide by 60. Hours to minutes times by 60. Okay. Hours to minutes. What do? You times by 60. Minute to hours, for those of you who are not sure, you divide by 60. Divide by 60. Okay. What you see, okay? What you do, okay? What about Ilhan? Ilhan, what about Zahin? Zahin B can do not, Zahin? Can, okay, good. B is correct. C divide by 60, come on. You want to use calculator, no problem. Inhan, you're upside down now, like a bat. No problem, no problem. Upside down, so it's okay. So long as I can see you. Good 3E, well done. Okay, 0.25 can now. You can use a calculator to see how much of I'll run through the answers shortly, yeah? In 1 minute's time. Akil, are you okay, Akil? What's your answer for B, C, D, E? This one, which one? Number what? 2 or 4 is which one? Number 4. Okay, we go one by one. Okay, this one now. Times by 60. When you times by 60, divide by 3, you get 20 here. 2 times 20, 40. Okay. Okay, let us see. Yeah. Sama sending. 40, yeah, not 45. Okay, next one now. Divide by 60. So if you divide, you get what? You divide by 15, you get 1. Divide by 15, you get 4. This is 1 over 4 hours. Or if you're going to write in decimal, it's 0.25. Okay. Aduh, 0.25. Just a moment. I do not know why. How come what happened? So it's 0.25 is the other one. 0.25. Down here again, divide by 60. Yes, F, correct. 3. So you divide by 5, you get 5. Divide by 5, you get 12. So it's 5 over 12. If you're doing a fraction, you get a different answer. Now this one down here, you divide by 60 also to make it in 2 minutes. So you get 3/4 or 0.75. Down here, you times by 60. How to times? Changes to improper fraction. 1 times 4, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 over 4. Times by 60. 60 divided by 4, 15. 4 divided by 4, 1. 7 times 15, 105. Okay, you must know the conversion in order to do speed. Let's try the next one. Again, if you don't get it, please refer to the what's a rate. Okay, rate and speed is almost the same. Only thing, speed is dealing with distance and time. Rate maybe number of words and time. Okay, how many words per minute? Sorry, Zahin, A is incorrect. Calculation error. Correct, Zahin, well done. What about the rest? Okay, we are waiting for the rest. Congratulations, Zahin, well done. Okay. Some are confused, so we go one by one. Okay, let us go through very clearly. Now, he says that this person says that she typed 60 words in 5 minutes. So you can do it like that. 60 words, 5 minutes. when they ask you for per minute means 1 minute. They're asking per minute means 1 minute. Huh? So how to get 1 minute? Very simple. How to get from 5 to 1? You divide by 5. So 60 divided by 5, you get 12. 12 words per minute. Same thing now here. You got $92 paid for Mina, 8 hours. They ask you for the rate per hour. That means it's 1 hour. Well, how do you get 1 hour? How do you get from 8 hours to 1 hour? You divide by 8. You also divide by 8. You will get $12. Okay? You must understand, rate, they are measuring on a time unit. All right? So let us see. Yeah. You'll try this. Okay, we have done this. You try. Okay, if you feel you didn't do too well, it's okay. Take the PSLE as your benchmark. The PSLE is where you measure. As you are improving, sometimes you cannot know. No? Okay, we just before you do this. Okay, if those of you feel you have taken a test, you don't get immediate improvement, it's okay. Okay, because it's like you have now a glass of water here. This glass of water, your target is to make it 100 degrees so that it can evaporate. Now you are improving, your temperature is rising, but it's not yet evaporated, it's okay. It will come a point in time where there will be a change, but it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So you are getting better. Sometimes the test may not be a fair way to assess. So don't be too hard on yourself. You will improve, you will pass, confirm. If you are hardworking, you will surely pass. But the question is, will you score? Students who score are those, score means you want to get A, you know. Will you get A? It depends on how hard you work. Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. Okay. So far, the students that I have, some may be failing. There's one, okay, I show you lah. Since because one of you wrote to me about it, I show you now the stories of some of my students. Huh? Yes, I show you now. You can see this in my blog lah. Okay. Now, why is it important for you to know? Because you should not be too hard on yourself. Sometimes we have certain expectations, and then it don't happen. So down here now, you can see now. Let me see. What we done. So you go back. This is my This is my student. One of my students. You know, he was from what? This is a Chinese student, 25 years ago. You know, this boy, he was very slow. If I ask him 7 times 8. It's very slow, no? Within 1 year, he was from the foundation, but he went to the normal academic in the end, and he was able to do very well for his paper. I think he scored 90 plus. Then now he's like an architect or something like that, consultant architect or something. The one is one. I'll show you another story. This happened like to show you. There's one particular class, all of them were failing. I will show you this. Hold on. So that you know, don't be too hard on yourself, but at the same time, don't be too soft on yourself. Some of you might be too soft, some might be too hard. Too soft means what? I feel never mind lah, it's okay lah, I don't care lah. But you're not working hard enough. You must work hard. And then if you don't make it, don't be too hard on yourself. So I'm going to show you now which one, where. Yeah, written, this is the class. See, I put from darkness to dawn. In this class, okay, this boy failed from primary 5. Failed from primary 5, primary 4 maybe. Failed from primary 5, primary 4. Failed. And I think there's one other, okay, out of this, I think this person got C, A star. But this one was not failing before. He is really very good, but he wanted to, he enjoyed the class. All of them, Right until prelim, fail. Right until prelim, fail. Right until SA1, fail. And the mother was very concerned. Say, my child is still failing. I said, don't worry, she's working very hard, she will pass. Just be patient. This one now, this girl, this boy failed, pass. This girl, her sister is in normal tech. I think also for foundation. So the parents never expected her to pass. She was failing when she came to me at the end of P5. I had one crash course. Then for P6, she was with me. She got an A. She's a Chinese student. Huh? The Muslim students didn't get A. Only the boy got A star. Lah. Okay, he went to a gifted program, NUS High. But this one, she practiced on her own at home. From a fail to an A, within 1 year. Possible. Possible. It's really up to you. Huh? If you push yourself, you are going to do well. Okay? And I'm so happy for her. Her name is Dorleen. She got an A, but she was aiming for A star. She was really hardworking. So it's up to you. Some of them were failing for a long time, So as they were improving, I still remember CA1 failed, SE1 failed. This boy started to pass with the SE1, he passed. He's in Singapore Sports School. And so don't be too hard on yourself, okay? But you must work hard. You got to practice your practice papers. Questions you don't know, you got to ask me. Don't ask me like now, then you send me. Before today, let's say yesterday, you send me the questions. I'll go through with you. I'll go through the class, but it has to be P6 the thing like class. I leave it to you whether you want to or not, because I cannot force you, I cannot force you. You must force it. You're already big already. You can pretend you to study. Your parents also don't know. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. I got to tell you this because some of you might feel your parents are forcing you, So you do. I don't want to do lah. My parents force me. Do it for yourself lah, because you will benefit. You saw that boy. The boy is so slow, And these are students. I met him like 25 years later, 20 years later. I have students calling me up, contacting me after many years. Come, you try it. Okay. When they say in 1 second, now how do we write the unit? So this one, the unit will be your answer, cm per second means like that. So down here we have the number, this one km, and then /hour.
I haven't learned this.
Yeah, this is book B. We're gonna start first. When your teacher teach you this, it'll be chicken for you in class. Okay? I know you have not learned this. So, and my plan is to complete everything early so that by July, we start revision for the PSL. Inshallah. Okay, so, and whatever weakness you have, you'll try to revisit it. Come, you try. So how to do? Take distance. The formula is distance divide by time. This is the formula for speed. You must write this down somewhere. What is the formula for speed? Speed is, what is speed? Speed is distance divided by time. How to use this formula? You want to find speed, you cover speed, distance divided by time. You want to find time, you cover time. You cover time, distance divided by speed. You want to find distance, you cover distance, speed times time. Speed times time. So this formula is you must know this, how to use this triangle. Okay, if you're confused, I will show you now on the board. Okay, but you need to write it somewhere.
Okay, wait.
No, I'll write on the board. Okay, down here now. Okay, down here, see here. You have 3 items now. D, S, P. You want to find speed, cover speed. Distance divided by time. You want to find time, cover time. Distance divided by speed. You want to find distance, cover distance. Speed times time. Same level you times. Very simple. Okay. Distance is measured in meters, measured in km, measured in cm. Time is measured in what? In hours, in minutes, in seconds, depending. If let's say you want to find the speed of light, you're not going to measure 1 hour, how many you measure in seconds. If you want to measure, let's say, how fast a snail move, maybe you might use minute or hour. Speed now will have these two. Is the distance over time. It can be meters per second. It can be kilometers per hour. It can be meters per minute. It depends on what you are measuring. Okay, so they will always have a slash. When you put a slash, that means per, means one. How many meters in 1 second? How many km in 1 hour? How many meters in 1 minute? This slash means per, P-E-R. Per means one. Okay, we try. Don't worry. Okay, if we get a little bit confused, it's okay. We're gonna take our time. We are much earlier than your school, so we are gonna overtake your school now. When you first started with me, we didn't have time to overtake. Now we're gonna overtake your school. And when you overtake the school, you know what's happening as class. Okay, come, we try. Okay, you try now. You try. You can do this, you can do this. Okay, we have some answers. Okay, don't need to put the number 1 there. Just down here, how do you write it? Okay, you write like that. This one, you need to see the distance is cm.
Is it a second?
Just like that. Like that means 1 second. So you must write like that. So every time, so this one is blank km slash hour. This is in fact down here is the formula: distance divided by time. Distance divided by time. The speed. Okay. So you try. Yes, that's the way, Zahid. Well done. Okay, Putri, well done. What about the rest? Putri, the next one. Okay, well done. Akil, okay, great. Zahim, great.
Mr. Shahid,
What about Ilhan? Yes.
do we need to convert that 1 second to 60 seconds or?
No need. You look at the. So down here 1 second, no need. You just put slash second. No need. Okay, that means you write like that. Length, meters. Now they're all giving you 1, so you just copy. You don't need to worry. You just write it down. It's easy. So down here is Ilhan 3 cm 1 second. So 3 cm per second. 800.
Mr. Shahid,
Yes.
if fasting, right, do we 1 divided by 6 or 6 divided by 1?
You must ask yourself, distance divided by time. Speed is distance divided by time. In fact, if you cannot remember, see, distance divided by time. Distance is unit divided by time. So your distance is 6. 6 divided by 1. Okay, down here. Okay, down here 55. Distance divided by time. Last one, 40 meters divided by. Okay, so it's very basic, very easy. Yeah. Okay, I want to show you this video for a while. And this particular boy, you see what he says. Okay, hold on. Where are you guys? Where? Yeah, okay, sorry. I put the share sound. Okay, so you hear this, you hear how much he was scoring.
Cikgu Syakir, bagaimana dengan
Can you
prastas
hear?
matematik anda?
My math results were always never good after my primary 3 because I started not paying attention and everything. The highest I remember getting was like a 40 out of 100, and the lowest I've ever gotten was like 8 of 100. Back then I really either didn't understand what the teacher was saying or I just didn't pay attention in class due to the fact I thought it was boring. Once we moved on to the second year, I started to actually believe in myself more, paid way more attention in class, and then I saw a drastic improvement with my grades. And because of that, I think I've overall become a better student.
Yeah, this is the student now lah. This is the student now. Sorry, why is this? So basically, he was scoring very low, and he was quite a difficult student, very noisy student. But alhamdulillah, if you put in effort, and he didn't do the work, like homework now. After he finished his work in class, you know what he asked me? He says, "Teacher, can I throw away the worksheet?" I say, "You can tear and throw inside the dustbin if you want." Because for me, what is important? You got to practice, and he was practicing, really practicing. Only from practice in the tuition center, no, improve. If you take action, you'll be like the Chinese girl Dolly. You'll be able to get A. But it's all up to you. I cannot force you. Okay? Even here, some of you might not be focusing, might not be concentrating. I don't know, and I cannot force you. It's up to you totally. Yeah, up to you totally. Yeah. So we move on now. This now they already. This is the speedometer. That means what you have in a car or motorcycle. So what is the speed? Can you write down what the speed is? Okay, you write down what the speed is lah. And the unit, you have to get the unit correct. Okay, something. Okay, down here also. Something. Okay, well done. Akil and Zahin. What about Putri and Ilhan? Sorry, your answers are here. So sorry, Ilhan, I didn't check earlier. I was wondering where is the answer actually was sitting here. Sorry, Ilhan. So what about? Okay, the next one, well done, Mr. Zahin. So very easy, right? Putri, you know how to do this, right, Putri? How many km is this? All okay now, Putri?
90.
90 km. So you write 90, and this they even give you the unit. Just copy. That means km in 1 hour. Like that, just copy. See, the unit is given here, km per hour. It's how much you can travel km per hour. And then down here is 60. It's between 60 and 70, 65. Now, in your, do you think? I do not know. You know what's the speed of sound? You know what's the speed of sound? It's how fast it can travel, and the speed can travel 360 meters in 1 second. It means I say, hey, just in one second, it can travel 360 meters. Now this is not so fast because some planes can travel faster than that. So I was told some of the planes they built in the beginning, if you travel now, let's say now you're traveling now, the speed of sound comes up, and then the plane flies through it, there will be an explosion. It's called breaking the sound barrier. You know about that? No. Okay, later I'll show you. Okay, later I'll show you, because you will hear a boom, you know. So if Superman were to fly, yeah, now he's flying, then he flies faster than speed of sound, he will break like a bubble. That's called a sound barrier. Very interesting. Now, when they were inventing airplanes, some of them didn't realize about that. The airplanes were not strong enough, and I think some caused it to be crash. If I'm not mistaken. I must say,
something like sound waves.
Yeah, sound waves. Yeah, but it breaks through the bubble. Okay, we try now down here. Let me see. Rank. Okay, this one's very easy lah. Okay, this one's very easy. So we're not going to go through this. We are going to ask you now. Down here. Remember the formula. They want you now in meters per second, km per hour. Meters per minute. All this means is 1 second, 1 hour, 1 minute. So you use the formula. Okay, you try. Okay, Okay, remember the formula D S T. You try. So fast. Some of you are real fast. But not 25 seconds, Akil. We want 1 second. Okay, Zahin wrong kakal B. Zahin correct for B. What about A, Zahin? You didn't give A. Oh, A, yes, you have done. Well done, Zahin. Yeah. Well done. Akil must be in 1 second. Yes, Akil, well done. Yes. Okay, put 3. Okay. So it's quite simple, right? What about Ilhan? Okay. Not bad. Okay, so very simple. The formula says if you want to find speed, and this is what you want to find. First of all, check because later on for your PSLE question, not going to be this easy. Check what's the unit. This is meters per second. Make sure that you have that thing in meters per second. Later on, as we go through, some of them might not be meters, might be kilometer. You must change it. Okay. Well done, Ilhan, for the first one. So what's the formula? Distance divided by time. Distance is 100 divided by 5, and you will get 4 meters per second. Well done. Easy still. This one, 10 divided by 2, you get 5. 800 divided by 20, okay, you divide. Sorry, 0. 80 divided by you get 40. Easy, yeah? All easy so far. Move on. We're going to get more complex. Yes. What are they asking you now? They are asking you to find distance. What's the formula for distance? You have this now. Remember now formula. You want to find distance, you cover distance. Speed times time. Speed times time. Please try. Speed times time. Well done, Ilhan, for A. Well done for the second one. I think I do not know. Speed times time. You miss a 0 lah. You miss a 0. Yeah, you miss a 0. Yes, yeah, now it's correct. Let us see the rest of you. I think the rest is rather simple. Don't be bored by this. Let me see whether, yeah. We have to start off with simple stuff. So let us see. Put 3, well done for first one. Zahin, second one, well done. Zahin, first one. Yeah, correct. Okay. So what about Akil? Akil, no more putting slash. There's no slash. Akil, look. Down here got no more slash. Distance got no more slash. So down here, formula, speed times time. Speed is 5 times 10, 50. Don't put 50, 10 seconds. There's no per. I think if you have like that, means this is speed. There's no speed here. So it's just like that. Next one, 90 times 5, 450. Okay. The unit from here is distance one, right? Okay, we move on now to the next one. So far good. All of you have no problem. Now they're asking you for time. What's the formula? You got to find out what's the formula. Again, use the triangle. Right. What's the formula? D S T. To find time, cover time, distance divided by speed. That is your formula.
Is it Shahid?
Yes, miss.
What if we don't put the slash thing?
You don't put the slash. Be sure down here.
I mean, like, just a random question. If we don't put the unit slash,
Then,
do we mark wrong?
oh yes, because now if let's say the answer is, let's say 75 km per hour. When if you just write 75 km, this is distance. If you put 75 hours, this is time. If you put like that, this is speed. So this is the right one. Speed is how fast you can do something. Distance is different, how far it is. So if you use the wrong unit, that means you are telling me the wrong thing. I'm asking you now, let's say, what do you eat for lunch? It says, I ate meat and I drank water. Well, okay, but if I ask you what you ate, the answer is just what the meat, right? So the what in this case, water is not a great example, but you have a different unit means it's a different thing. All right, so you must have both. Yeah, you must have the correct unit, otherwise you'll be wrong. Especially what's like cm square and all that. There's a very big difference. Although to students it's a small 2, right, or small 3 for volume. Actually, it talks about different things. Okay, let us see now. Akil, okay. All right, Akil, well done. What about the rest? Putri, well done. Zahin, well done. Zahin, for both, well done. Congratulations. And I think Han, okay, so I think all of you, yes, well done. Yeah.
Give you answer.
Yeah, your answer is correct. Both answers are correct. Well done. So now this distance divided by speed. So 150 divided by 300, you cancel the 0, you cancel the 0. 15 divided by 3, you get 5. Okay, 120 divided by 60, cancel the 0, cancel 0. 12 divided by 6 is 2. That's it. It's that simple. Now, your exam questions are going to get higher level. It's not going to be so simple, but you need to understand this very clearly. Okay. Now you try this. Okay, then they give you this, your triangle. So ask find distance, you cover distance, and so on and so forth. You can use a calculator, no problem. Come, Akil, you look bored, Akil. No longer puasa now, you can eat something. Are you fasting? Puasa now, okay, no? You puasa? Puasa no, right? Because there are some who are still fasting, no? They got puasa now, sunat puasa. Payback. Payback what? What do you mean payback? Or you send a message
I
to
break
wrong?
1 day of fast.
Oh, so you're fasting today? Aduh, no wonder lah dia nampak You need to wash your face. But it's good, you are paying back. Alhamdulillah. Wow. Okay, let's see now. Putri has given the answer for this. Let us see whether you're right or not. Okay. You should be correct, because I am trying to. Okay, well done, Putri. I think so. What about the rest? Okay, well done again. Akil and Putri, your A answer is different. Okay, I need to now check. Hold on. Okay. Okay, Akil, you got to check because yours, I think you just take 6 hours. It's 6 and 1 6. In 1 6 hour, you're gonna think. What about Zahin? Zahin, okay, Zahin B is correct. Zahin, do you send me the first one? First one. If you all do not know how to do the first one, I think some of you may not know how to do A. So very simple for A. Okay, I just show you very quickly. The formula to find for distance, speed times time. So speed is 6 and 1 6 times 72. Oh, times 72. For me, how to do this by right? For this, you need to change everything to improper fraction. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take first one is speed times time, 6 times 72 first. Then I'll get Akil your first answer, which is 432. Okay. And then 1 6, I'm going to take 1 6 times 72. Divide by 6, you get 12. So you get 12 minutes, 12 km more. Then you plus together lah. You get 4 km. Okay, it's 444 km. Well done, Zain. Now, if you know how to use your calculator, you can put it straight inside a calculator, 10 times by 72, you get 444. So Akil 4320, oh, I do not know. You must plus the 10. You go in times the 10. Plus the 12, not times the 12. Or something. Okay, so now the next one, you want to find speed, distance divided by time. 1050 divided by 12. So your answer is 87.5. And you must have this unit, right? And the next one, you want to find time, cover time, distance divided by speed. This divided by this. So let me try. 278090.
Mr. Shahid,
Yeah.
do you try the units or not?
No need, because they write for you above. See down here, this one they already write for you on top here, so you don't need to write. But in your exam papers, you need to write. Okay, we have gone through 45 minutes. Let me just very quickly take you on a short break. Short break is for you to understand about the sound barrier. So let me just see here. Okay, this one I showed you already. I'm going to put sound barrier. Okay, speed of sound. We learned about speed, right? So speed of sound. So they give us down here 343 meters per second. I said 360, just roughly around that. 343 meters per second. Means what is 343 meters per second? When you go around your track in your school or in the stadium, you know when you have your stadium now, this is now you're running around the stadium. You all know how the shape is like that. And these are the tracks around it. You'll be running. So down here to here is 100 meters. From here to here is another 100 meters. From here to here is also another 100 meters. So 100, 100, 100 is really 300, you know. So it's 343 maybe somewhere under here. That means when you're running, it's not even one round. So imagine that is actually not so fast. Why not so fast? Because light travels much faster. Light can go through in 1 second, 2 times around the earth. This one, not even one round the stadium, the field. Not even one round, 1 second. So let us see now. We go back to this one. So speed. So now there's such a thing called sound barrier. Or breaking sound. Can you see breaking the sound barrier? I'll show you just some photographs first. You can see. Can you see now? The plane travels so fast, it bursts into the bubble. So this one, it explains to you what it is. You see, the plane itself gives out sound. You all know that the plane gives out sound, right? Right? So this sound will travel. As the sound travels now, the sound goes in front, then the plane goes through that sound, creating now an explosion like this. This thing. This is an explosion. See what explosion is that? It's its own sound. The own sound travel in front, then the plane travel faster. So have you ever heard the sound barrier? It's very interesting because as I said, 343 seconds per meters per second. The plane can travel faster than that. So let us see. Is there any videos for you to see? Breaking sound barrier. Hold on.
Mr. Shahid,
Yeah.
if that thing bursts into bubbles, right? The passenger inside will die.
No. They will go very fast. Unless your plane is like making a wood or something, then the whole plane pecah. But nowadays, because they know about the plane, right? So they have made it very strong, and the plane will go faster, much faster. Let us see this one, the sonic boom or the sound barrier. I think you can hear
Breaking
it.
the sound barrier and creating a sonic boom tends to be associated with fighter jets traveling at incredibly fast speeds. But what is a sonic boom, and why does going faster than the speed of sound create a boom? Firstly, you need to understand what sound is and how it propagates. Sound waves travel fastest through solid materials, then liquids, and then gases. Unlike light, sound waves are a mechanical wave, whereas light is a transverse electromagnetic wave, which means that sound needs a mix with temperature, as the change in temperature affects the density of the medium. There are two properties which are...
This doesn't show you really down here. this compilation. There are many different sounds. That was the sound barrier being broken. You heard that? You heard that? Okay.
All right.
It's an explosion of sound. No? That's why the earlier planes, I think some of them couldn't last, the strength couldn't last because there's explosion. So when it even explode, probably the plane is already in front. I'm sure.
Watch the vapor build up on this airplane. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
That's why you saw the. Well, I think some of them sometimes you cannot hear something. I do not know why. But yeah, that's called a sound, breaking the sound barrier. Something for you to find out. You do your own research and find out about
There's
it.
a head.
Yes.
Is there someone inside?
Someone inside. Yeah, there's
The
a
plane.
of course. The
Then
fighter.
they die?
They don't die. You have, you know, our planes. Okay, let us look at your normal plane. Have you taken a plane before? You have taken a plane before, Putri? Okay, I think the plane is traveling faster than sound. Let us check. Let's check. What's the average speed of the plane? Average speed of passenger. Ours is called like a passenger plane, right? So what's the average speed? You see, the average speed is okay. This is now in meters per second. Oh no, lesser. The airplane is traveling much before the speed of sound, 245. That's why we don't hear the boom. Okay, but the jets they do because they need to travel faster. Okay, yeah, because it's 245. That's why you saw it 343, right? Meters per second. So yeah. But our Concorde, there was a plane called Concorde. I think they could go faster than the speed of the sound, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, okay, let's get back to our work here. Now we are coming to this. Can you try now? Make sure the units are okay. Some minutes, okay. So km. Try. You can use a calculator, no problem. Okay, let me see. Okay, well done. I think all of you just times you want to find speed, distance, speed times time, right? So well done. All of you have gotten. One of you going divide. Look, must remember this. One of you going divide. Are you sure you're supposed to divide? Look, you want to find distance. Distance means speed times time. Speed times time. So you take 330 times 10. Yes, okay, the second attempt is correct. Now the next one, all of you got it correct for first one. 3300, 3,300 meters, that's your answer. Next one now, airplane flew at this distance for this speed. How long did the flight take? Now again, before we do this, let us check. Check what? Your formula. Distance, speed, time. You want to find what? Time. How long is time? What? cover time, distance divided by speed. So your formula is distance divided by speed, which is 9350 divided by 850. And you will get, let me see, how much will it be? 9350 divided by 850, yes. 11 hours. Okay. Now I'm just going to continue sharing you this one. I just found the article about the early attempts. Okay, this now down here. The first time they broke the sound barrier plane was in 1947. Major Chuck Yeager of US Air Force, he broke the sound barrier. But he says this was not the first time. This was the first time. There were earlier attempts. Hold on. You see, so, okay, hold on. I don't know. Did they? Early attempts. Sorry. I'll find a better one and show it to you guys. Because this is quite an interesting thing now. Okay, you try the next one. Now they're asking you what is the distance traveled for this period of time. Draw the circle and the triangle and let's see. Han has sent me the answer. Well done, Ilhan. What about the rest? Ilhan is the first one with the answer. What about the rest? Zahin is entering again. Akil, well done. Anyone else? What about Zahin? What about Putri? What is the distance? Okay, yes, 261. And just take 58 times 4.5. This is 4.5. Okay, we move on to the next one. Okay. This one is the same one, right? Down here now. Just be careful that sometimes the unit might be different. You must also in your answer give the unit. Okay, that is very important. You need to write the unit because they're not writing it for you. Okay, you try these two questions. Okay, 2 questions. Wow, okay, let us see. We have okay, there's one person says Putri, your number 4, how come your unit is only for distance? They want speed. Speed has a slash hours, minute. Okay, so Zahin, okay, let us check. Now what about, because, okay, so some people say the answer is
No,
64.
correct.
Okay, so a few person say 64, a few person say 64 km per hour, a few say 128. Let us see now. We go one by one, okay? Let us check, see who is correct. He drove for 256 km. He left the place at 12. He reached at 1600 hours, 4 hours. Formula, distance, you want to find a formula for speed, distance over time. Distance is 256 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4. So what do you get? You will get 64 km per hour. Okay, I'm doing mentally here. 64 km per hour. Okay, you understand, right? Because he left at 12, he reached at 1600. There's 4 hours past. Next one is 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600. Okay. You move on to the next one. Let me clear this one for a while. And you can do the next two. Oh, so much. Wow. Cannot be Miss Putri. You are using minutes. But look at this. This is in hour. Your time is in hours or minutes? So Zahin, you are careful.
In
right?
minutes.
Yeah, then, but now they give you this one is in hours. So be careful. So you must try again. Let's see. 20 meters so short. Cannot be 20 meters. So first of all, what do we do? First of all, we need to understand what is the formula. 20 km. Okay, how do you get this here? Formula you want to find. How far means you want distance. Distance according to that is speed times time. Say, why is it speed times time? Well, remember, you have this triangle here. D is on top. You cover D is S times T. Remember that? So S times T is the answer. So now, okay, Putri, don't mind. I just use you as an example. So Putri got the speed correct. She says 16. But the speed is measured in hours now. So Putri counted how many minutes is this? 10, 30 minus 10 is 45. But when Putri does this, you know what Putri are doing? Putri, you're taking 16 km per hour times 45 hours. That's why you get a very big number. Because this is not 45 hours. This is not even 1 hour. 9:45 after 1 hour is 10:45. This is 45 minutes. So your answer, Putri, is actually in, you got to change this to hours. So how much is this in hours? Just divide by 60 lah. You get 0.75, or you will get fraction 3/4. Whichever you want is okay. This is what it is. Because you really get 3/4. So now this one will not be, it will not be 45. What will be? It will be 3/4 lah. 3/4. Okay, you can do like that. Divide by 4, get 1. Divide by 4, you get 4. 4 times 3, 12. So I do not know how you got 20 km. 2% show me 20 km. Again, am I correct? 9:45 to 10:30 is 45 minutes. If we don't believe, we minus lah. Okay, 9:45. So you minus, right? There have 9 on here. Don't put 130. You put 130, you gone. You must plus 60 only, because 1 hour there's 60 minutes. So I write it again. So down here is 9 hours and 90 minutes minus 9 hours and 45 minutes. You will get 45 minutes. Then 45 minutes is 0.75 hours or 3/4 hours. You just put it in and then you get 12 km per hour. No one got this correct. Be careful, okay? This is what I mean when I talk about the units. You got to be sure. You must remember, formulas are dumb. Just like machines are dumb. Whatever you put in, that's what they're going to process. You put in things that are wrong, they will process it. They'll give you an answer. We try the next one. Well done, Zahin.
Am I correct?
For 3, 13 point. Yeah, correct. Number 6. Correct. Number 5, you understand, right? 5, you understand, huh? What about the rest? Very simple, huh? You want to find what? You want to find time. Formula for time is distance over speed. Distance is how much? 420. Divided by speed is how much? 84. You put this in your calculator, you reduce, you get 5 hours. That's it. 5 hours. Okay, so we move on to the next one. Okay, be careful, huh? Be careful. We are getting to a little bit more interesting stuff. Two persons, huh? See. Put 3 again. You're giving hours, they're asking for minutes. 27 hours is so long.
Am I correct?
Okay, coming. Just a moment. Huh? Who was it? Who was it? Ilhan, is it? Oh, Akil. Okay, let us check.
Am I correct?
I'm going to check now. Huh? Zahin, what were you, Zahin? Okay, we give 1-2 minutes more. All right. Jahin says first one 4 km. Akil says 18 km. For B, Akil says 30 minutes. Some says 27 minutes. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to draw what we do for speed. Please draw a speed time like graph like that. Jasper and Muthu cycle from town P, so I draw P to town Q. Okay, Jasper, he traveled at 30, okay, so Jasper 36 km per hour. Right? And then he reached in half an hour. Muthu speed was 40 km per hour. And they're asking you now, how long will Muthu take to reach? First of all, we need to find what's the distance. So this is Muthu. We cannot use Muthu speed for distance, but we can use Jasper. Why? Let us look now. In order to find distance, you need to know speed and the time. And you know the speed for Jasper, and you know the time he took. So first of all, make sure if you're going to use the formula distance equals to speed times time, make sure that the units are the same units, the consistent units. So let us look now. Speed is in km per hour. Time is in hour. Okay. So both are using hour. You can just use it now. 36 times half. And what do you get? You get 18 km. Congratulations to Mr. Akil. 18 km. All right, 18 km is correct. 18 km. So 4 km, if you get 4 km, I'm not too sure how you got 4 km. Okay, but because I'm using the formula, right? Distance equals to speed times time. Speed is 36 km per hour. Time is half an hour. I times by half. I get 18 km. Is that okay? So from here to here is 18 km. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to run this off. Oh, I'm going to run this off. So the speed of Muthu now is 40 km per hour. And what is the distance? The distance we just found out. Both persons are traveling the same distance, which is 18 km. So you want to find the time taken. Don't do in minutes yet. Do according to the units given. Speed, sorry, not speed. Time is equals to, well, let us look now. Time is equals cover time, distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. And what is distance? Distance is 18. What is speed? Speed is 40. See, like that can? Can. So you divide by 2, divide by 2. You get 9 over 20. See, what is this 9 over 20? Okay, 9 over 20, you want to find in minutes? Just times by 60. Because this is in hours. Why in hour? Down here, they have the speed in hour. So you are getting this one is in hour. So how to change it to minutes? Just times by 60. Times, divide by 20, divide by 20, get 3. 9 times 3, 27 minutes. And that is the correct answer. Well done. Those of you who got 27 minutes, well done. 27, 27 minutes. I hope it's okay, Okay, we are gonna your PSLE questions are like that or more difficult. But you can do it, We move on to the next one. Here. Try this one. Draw the speed time line or the graph. It will help you. It'll help you in imagining. All right, we got a first answer over here. Let us see. You must make sure you understand what this is, okay? What they're saying. Okay, one person says 4 km. The other one says 7.5 km. So both answers cannot both be different and the same time correct. Let us see. Let us see. Come on. They are asking, you must draw it, okay? Because now there's three places we are talking about: X, then there's Y, and there's also Z, you know. Y, and then there's Z also. So from here to here, it took 30 minutes. You have the time. You have time. And then they tell you the speed is 15 km per hour. Now, how?
Correct.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm not. Did you change again to the thing? Okay, we will come to this no more. You have speed. So you have speed and time. Look at your triangle. What can you find if you have these two? You have speed, you have time. You can find distance. So you can find the distance for X to Y. Next, he continued 25 minutes. 25 minutes is time. You see? This is time, you know. And again, you have the speed here. So you are supposed to, you have the speed here. You can again find the distance. So let us see now. How to find this? You must find the distance from X to Y, and then find the distance from Y to Z, and then you add both of them up because you want to know distance from X to Z, from here right until the end. So we do X to Y first. What is the distance X to Y? Formula for distance: speed times time. So be careful, be careful. This is in minutes, you know. You must change to what? Hours. So this is how many hours? Half an hour. Make sure you change. Did you all change or not change? So down here, 15 times half an hour. Half. So what will you get? You will get 7.5 km. 7.5 km. Oh, you'll get 7.5 km. 7.5 km is not the whole distance. It's only from X to Y. From here to here, 7.5. Then Y to Z. Y to Z, we got to calculate. So now they give 25 minutes. Again, this is not in hour. We got to change this to hour. How? Change to hour, just divide by 60 lah. Divide by 60. Don't need to reduce lah. To lowest term, just divide by 60 hours. So formula for distance: speed, which is 12, times time, which is 25/60. Let me see now. So now I divide by 12, I get 1. I divide by 12, I get 5. 25 divided by 5, I get 5. So 5 km. So from here to here is 5 km. From here to here is 7.5 km. Total, add them together, you get 12.5 km. Please go to the toilet. Okay. So Akil, you 7.5 km, you got your distance from X to Y. Then you left like that. You go to toilet. Princess, Putri, you put 750. You didn't change. You left it in minutes. You must leave the hours. Must use hours. Putri, you get it now. You understand what I'm talking about? Zahin, do you get the answer? 4 km. So you all know how to do now. Zahin, you understand how to do now? Zahin, you don't understand? Putri, you understand? Zahin, you understand? Don't understand. Okay. So we have to go step by step. Hold on. So let us see. Okay, I'm gonna write down this. You have to be patient because whenever we come to something new, it takes time to understand. So he's traveling from here to here. We do not know what's the distance. We don't know. Speed, we know. They give us 15 km per hour. Time, they give us 30 minutes. From here to here, distance we don't know. But speed they give us 12 km per hour. Time they give us 25 minutes. But there is a problem now. Okay, so I'm going to run through. The question is asking you for the distance from here right until the end. What is the distance they're asking? I need to find distance from here to here. Distance from here to here. I campur, I get this answer lah. All right. So now down here, let us look down here. This one now you use your DST. You want to find distance, cover distance. Speed times time. So don't just take 30 times 15. Get 450. Cannot. Because this one is km per hour. This is supposed to be hour. You must make this into hour also. When you make this into hour, this one become half an hour. Half an hour.
Mr. Shahid.
Yeah.
If they put the minute, the answer is correct, right?
If they put minute, your answer is correct. But now they put hour. So some minute is an hour. You must change this to hour. So now how to change to hour? So now you got hour already, time, speed. Speed times time. You get distance. So it's 15 times half. 7.5 km. From here to here is 7.5 km. Now here same thing also. They give you the speed km per hour, but time is 25 minutes. You must change this to hour. 25 over 60. You want to reduce, can reduce. Divide by 5, divide by 5. 5 over 12 hour. You want to find distance? Formula for distance: speed times time. Speed is 12 times 5 over 12. Cancel, cancel. 1 times 5, 5 km. So from here to here is 5 km. You want to find the whole distance? 7.5 plus 5, 12.5. I hope you all okay. Zahin, okay, Zahin? Akil, you are quite okay. Akil, only thing you just did the first part. You must do the second part also. Okay, it's okay. You are getting it. We are far ahead of your class. So never mind. You don't get it too well. It's okay. Okay, we have next lesson. No problem. But you gotta practice on your own. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it. You try the next one. Be careful for the units. Okay. Okay, we're gonna check someone else. Okay, Ilhan will check your answer in a moment. Let us see. Okay, but they're asking how much faster. So you say by 4, say one say 1.2, the other one say 40 meters per minute. We're gonna check in a moment. We let let's try first. What about Putri? Akil, can do now. AM. They're asking about speed. Which one? So there's no AM. Okay, okay, we put down here P, down here Q lah. This is the distance. Do we know the distance? Yes, we know. The distance is 3600. Ban Leong started jogging at 8:35. And then he reached at 8:50. So Ban Leong, BL, what is the time taken? 8:50 minus 8:35, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Good. So we can find what his speed is. What? Ban Leong's speed is what? Well, the speed is distance divided by time. 360 divided by 15. We try.
240.
240. Okay, 240. Well done. 240. So we write the units are minutes, meters per minute. Okay. Then the next one is Sam. Sam, his speed is 200 meters per minute. So now they already give you Sam's one, which is slower. So who is faster? Ban Leong. By how much? 240 minus 200 is 40 meters per minute. Let's see. Who is jog faster? Ban Leong. How much? This 240 minus 200. Yeah, 40. Okay. This is how much faster it is. Okay, let's try now.
Sure.
Yes.
Is it Ben Leong?
Ban Leong. Ben Leong or Beng Leong. Beng Leong. Yeah. The answer, who jogged faster? Ben Leong. Why? Because 240 meters per minute. Whereas Sam is only 200 meters. Okay, so you take 240 minus 200 equals to 40 meters per minute. Okay, now let's see. I think maybe we gonna stop here first. Is that okay? And what you can do, actually, they say that there is one particular car that actually can travel faster than the sound barrier on Earth, on land. So you can check this out. I'm looking at the sound breaking. I can't really see it. So maybe you can see. Car breaks sound barrier.
Is it Bugatti?
No. It has a jet, like an engine. Yeah, because it has to be very fast. So now down there is the Trust SCC is actually.
Doesn't look like a car.
It looks like a car down here. So it's like let's see. Car is designed. So they say the only car.
It looks like an aeroplane on the floor with
Oh
wheels.
yes. So down here the thing is. This is the car.
Mile 10 o'clock, light and variable.
Around more so as you go faster. I'd put very little power on to start with to
And it's
accelerate
the
the
rocket
car without
actually
sucking lumps of desert into the intake.
So they
So
push
initially
it
just
up.
inching the throttle forward away from the light. 10, 20, 30, all the way up through 50, 60 miles an hour. The reheat nozzles at the back of the engine start to close down to increase the throttle forward.
But
Check
this
that
is
both
the only
needles
car
are
that
showing the
break
light
the
up, so
sound
that
barrier.
both lights that speed up to 500.
700. Just about in control on the wrong line, don't worry about it.
It's the loudest, highest pitch scream I've ever heard. The car to keep it, to reduce the thrust.
It's very difficult to
now
keep
it's
it
going
steady.
supersonic. At over 700 miles an hour, all the airflow settles down, starts to go fully supersonic, and it runs absolutely as straight as a die.
700. Just about in control on the wrong line, don't worry about it. 730, it's a good here, Diddy. Looking for that press, flickering. Looking for the measure.
Sonic boom out across the desert. My job
Excellent.
through the timing lights, which took 4.5 seconds, about 4.7 seconds to cover the mile through the timing lights. Unbeknown to me, we're also throwing a huge sonic boom out across the desert. My job is still only half done. I now need to stop the car.
You heard that? Boom. Could you hear? That's the sound of the sound barrier being broken. So this is the only car, it's called Trust SSC, only car to travel faster than speed of sound. There's no other car. And it has to be, the track cannot be a normal road track. No, it will cause a crash, right? They have to travel in the desert. But the challenge is the sand from the desert can go into the engine. So something for you to find out. If you, but they have to travel very fast, you know, very, very fast. It says about 1,000+ kilometers per hour. 1,000+. Okay, so I'll see you again next week, inshallah, right? We will continue on speed and we'll make sure that you are ahead of the class. After that, we will do. What? You are too fast. Because we are, cannot hear you.
So
on
fast we finish.
So fast we finish. 3 o'clock, right? Correct, right? Yeah. See, wow, duit raya. Duit raya. How much you get? Okay, how much we check now? How much you get, Akil? Berapa ribu? How much? Zahin, how much you get?
294.
294. Zahin?
I used some of the money already.
Use our money.
I used 84, which is now I should have 300 if I don't use that money.
I see, I see. What about Ilhan Boy? How much you get? And Putri?
Huh?
How much money you collect?
I got 240.
Wow, a lot of money, huh? Zahin, how? Zahin, how much? Ribu.
How much you have, Cha?
I got no money. Okay. All right, we catch up with each other next week. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Take care. Selamat Raya. Maaf Zahir dan Batin.